Alright, I got a 03. This is a 5.3 liter. I went ahead and took the cap off already, and it's just one 8mm bolt. Pretty easy to get to. Zaps off real quick. The original problem with this is an intermittent dying problem. I diagnosed it to have a bad camshaft positioning sensor, and that was a pretty simple one. It was right in the computer. It was already stored. It had a high and a low reading. I checked the wires and they were fine, so there was nothing wrong there. So camshaft positioning sensor is pretty easy. I already yarded the bolt out on the backside. It's really simple. There is only one way to do it, and I just kind of lay up here, and so there's a hole on the passenger side here, and you can put your arm through there, and if you look here, you can see that yellow and black wire in there. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that yellow and black wire is the sensor right next to the camshaft position sensor. And all I did was take the bolt out, but you can snake your arm. You can actually get your arm down in this hole, and then let me see if I can catch this up. So you got your arm down here, and then you can take your 10mm on, and I use these snap-ons because the end of them is a wobbly, and so it gives you access, you know, to have, see the socket wobbles. This is a snap-on. They'll all wobble really good. So if you go in on the driver's side at an angle parallel, and then right down into the wiring, you'll put your arm through that hole and feel that sensor. There's two sensors right next to each other, and you're going to want the one on the left-hand side. Feel your socket, put it on that 10mm bolt, and take that sucker out, and she'll come out pretty easy. So the next thing is to grab that electrical connection back there, lift up on the tab. There's a tab. Lift up on it and pull and push it out towards the back of the truck. Now you'll have the sensor loose from its mounting position, and it has a seal holding it in, and sometimes that seal will get really stuck, you know, over time. So you're going to want to grab that thing and move it kind of clockwise, just rotate it back and forth a little bit to break that seal. And once you feel it start moving, you can pop it out of there, and that's what we'll have. And you can see, like, all that, I mean, that stuff just gets really bad. That's just some dirt, but anyways, that's your camshaft positioning sensor, and that's where that 10mm bolt goes through, and it sits just like this. That's how it sits in there. So I don't know if you've watched some of the other videos. I didn't do an update on the Cadillac that I took out through the top, but I do have some pictures of it on my Facebook, and it turned out sweet. So it turned out really nice. But this little 5.3 problem with intermittently dying and then having a hard time starting, you know, don't mistake it for a fuel pump, because, you know, if it just started doing it, that fuel pump can be one of the issues. Believe it or not, the alternator can cause this. There's other things too. Somebody's been into this before, but anyways, I hope it helps to get this crankshaft positioning sensor situation out with you guys, and I appreciate you taking the time.